Welcome back, everybody. So today, Chris is going to test my intelligence.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Am I smarter than a fifth grader? And they're
History edition.
History edition. So I do love history. I didn't pay attention to it a lot in school, but it is one of my favorite subjects now. I love reading about history. I love learning about it. But this has a twist. There's 15 questions to the quiz. If I get more than, what did we say?
12. You have to get a B on this.
I have to get 12 right.
Yeah, you have to get 12 right.
I have to get 12 right. So if I get less than 12 right, I'm punishing myself for not knowing history by chugging a stout. Which is not a good chugging beer.
No.
And it's not at ideal temperature, which is going to suck even more.
Yeah, we've had it out for about an hour and a half.
Yeah. So it's still cold, but it's not.
That might just be the bottle.
It's not. Yeah, it's not at that stout cold. I can tell the liquid's not cold.
Oh, baby.
I can tell the liquid's not cold. So anyway, let's get into it. Fifth grade history. Am I smarter than a fifth grader?
Got to turn the computer away from...
Or as smart as a fifth grader, I should say.
You can't see the answers in my glasses.
But I mean, look at this mustache. This mustache leaks intelligence.
Yeah.
So, I cannot see. I'm gonna look
straight at the
camera. That way we can eliminate any sort of, doubt that I peeked at a question.
Okay.
So you ready?
Yeah. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Question number 1. Out of these 4 people, which one is not a part of the first 5 presidents of the United States? A. James Madison. B. Andrew Jackson. C. John Adams. Or D. Thomas Jefferson.
Which one's not?
Which one is not a part of the top 5?
Right,
first 5.
Run them down again.
James Madison, Andrew Jackson, John Adams, or Thomas Jefferson.
First one. That was Madison, right?
Madison was A. B was Jackson. C. Adams.
I'm going
D.
Madison.
Jefferson. You go Madison.
Madison. I'm going Madison. He's not going to tell me, by the way, if I got it right.
Yeah.
I got to find out till the end.
Guys, you know that. Hopefully you know the answers. Okay.
I'm bad with presidents.
Which country gifted the United States the Statue of Liberty? Is it A. Spain, B. France, C. England, or D. Italy?
France. I'm confident in that one.
Which national park receives the most visitors every year? Around 11 million people. Is it A, the Smoky Mountains National Park, B, the Rocky Mountain National Park, C, Yellowstone, or D, the Grand Canyon?
Jeez. I'm gonna say Yellowstone.
I'm clicking on the answers that you give me, okay?
Yeah.
Not the right answers, so we can get an exact number. Which of these states was not one of the original 13 colonies? A, Vermont, B, New Hampshire, C, Virginia, or D, Georgia?
Georgia. Final answer.
What is the first state designed in the United States? Which one? What was the first state designed in the United States? A. Delaware. B. New York. C. New Jersey. Or D. Georgia.
So wait, which state was not designed?
What state was the first state designed?
First state designed.
A.
Run
Delaware.
Okay.
B. New York. C. New Jersey. D. Georgia.
I'm gonna say Delaware.
What was the 50th state of the United States? Or the last state to become a state?
Last state becomes state.
Yeah. A. Or do you need a multiple choice on this one?
Yeah, throw them at me.
A. Hawaii. B. Arizona. C. Alaska. D. New Mexico.
Alaska. Yeah, Alaska. Lock in Alaska.
Lock in?
Lock it in. I don't think that was right. Alright, next one.
In which decade did the California gold rush peak? 1850s, 1750s, 1950s, 1810s.
I'm gonna say.
Do you need me to go through them one more time?
Yeah, go through them one more time.
1850s,
Okay.
1750s, 1950s, 1810.
I'm gonna say 1810. Final answer.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay. Paul Revere wasn't acting alone in the night of his famous midnight ride. He was a part of which secret society? A. The Sons of Liberty. B. The Stallions. C. The Sons of America. Or D. The Liberty Riders.
Sons of Liberty. Final answer.
The Jazz Age was the
Georgia.
era between the end of World War I and the start of the Great Depression. In which city is credited as the birthplace of jazz? A. Chicago. B. Boston. C. New Orleans. Or D. New York City.
New Orleans. I'm gonna go New Orleans.
Final answer?
Final answer.
How long did the Civil War last? A. 2 years. B. 8 years. C. 4 years. D. 6 months.
I'm gonna say 2 years. 2 years. Lock it in. Final answer. 2 years. I can feel Chris's look. That wasn't right.
Rosie the Riveter, it was a famous icon who encouraged women to go to work during which war? A. The Cold War. B. World War II. C. Vietnam. D. World War I. Do you know who Rosie the Riveter is? It's the girl. That's
I was gonna say, isn't it that? We Can Do It.
Yeah.
World War II. I know it was one of the world wars. Pretty sure it's World War II.
Question number 12. Women earned the right to vote in 1920. Which amendment of the United States Constitution granted women the right to vote? A. The 12th. B. The 42nd. C. The 3rd. Or D. The 19th.
I'm going to say 19th.
Of all the historical moments happening in the 1960s, or all these events, historical moments happened in the 1960s, except for one, which happened in the 1970s. Which event happened in the 1970s? A. JFK was assassinated. B. The United States voting age was lowered from 21 to 18. B, or C, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. And D, Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech.
Run them down again. I forgot one.
A, JFK was assassinated.
Okay.
B, the voting age went from 21 to 18. C, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. And D, MLK gave his I Have the Dream speech.
I'm going to say the voting age was lowered.
Three of these men were famous bank robbers in the Wild West era, and one was a sheriff. Whom was the sheriff? A. Butch Cassidy. B. Billy the Kid. C. Jesse James. And D. Wyatt Earp.
We're looking for the sheriff?
We're looking for the
It
sheriff.
was Wyatt Earp. I know that one for sure.
We the people of the United States is the beginning of which historical United States document? This is your last question. A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Declaration of Independence. C. The First Amendment. Or D. The United States Constitution.
Constitution. What did I get? At least 12. Come on.
Do you want me to pour it or do you want to pour it?
What did I get?
You got a 9 out of 15.
Oh, baby. That's what? That's like a D.
That is a 63?
Yeah. It's getting pretty close to an F.
65, actually, I think.
So we don't know which ones I got wrong.
Oh, no, I know which ones you got wrong. Do you want to go over which ones you got wrong? I can go over them with you, yeah.
You could tell the audience which ones I got wrong while I...
So, over this quiz, you said from this list, which one was not the first 5 presidents? You gave the answer, James Madison, whom was part of the first 5. You were looking for Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States. You got correct the answer of the Statue of Liberty. France gifted the Statue of Liberty.
I knew that one.
The national park that receives 11 million visitors is
that the
actually
Grand Canyon?
no, it's the
Oh.
Great Smoky Mountains.
My head, it was between Yellowstone and Grand Canyon.
The next question, I think you realized that you were wrong on this by the next question, but which of these states is not the original 13? You stated Georgia.
I knew
But
I
then
was
the next
completely
question
wrong.
asked if Georgia was one of the things. The correct answer was Vermont.
I should have said Vermont. Jesus.
Which state was designed first? You got correct at Delaware. What was the 50th state? I rolled my eyes.
I knew that was wrong too.
I was Alaska.
Was it Hawaii?
It is Hawaii.
Yeah.
When we took down the king of Hawaii. Then in the California Gold Rush peak, you stated in 1810. Even though the famous line is the go get 'em 49ers. Golden 49ers. Or the football team, the San Francisco 49ers. Which means that they first immigrated to start gold mining in 1849, after 1810. The correct answer was 1850s. Paul Revere, you got this one right, was a part of the secret society called the Sons of Liberty.
That just sounds cooler than what was the other one? Liberty Riders.
Liberty Riders.
Sons of Liberty sounds way cooler.
You were correct.
I was pretty confident in that one.
New Orleans was the birthplace of jazz.
I knew that one.
The Civil War, you said, lasted 2 years.
I got this one wrong.
You stated lasted 2 years. It actually lasted 4 years. Rosie Riveter, you was a promoter of World War II, or during World War II, not of World War II.
I knew it was one of those two.
Women got the right to vote by the 19th Amendment.
Oh, so I got that right.
You did get that one right. The voting age was lowered from 21.
I got that right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
21 to 18.
I was saying, all the rest of them happened in the 60s.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
The 3 men that were, or the sheriff in the group was
I
Wyatt.
knew that one. Yeah.
And to top it off, the United States Constitution begins with "We, the people of."
So I got the Constitution right. Lesson here: stay in school, kids. Pay attention in class. You won't have to chug a warm stout.
Now you can look at my results. 16 out of 15.
How does that work? There's only 15 questions.
I don't know how that works.
That's the other thing. We did get these quizzes off the internet. We looked for a while because some of them were kind of...
Some of them were a lot harder.
Some of them were harder. Some of them were easy. Some of them just had weird questions.
Some of them questions that I would not have ever remembered in 5th grade.
Yeah. So, anyway.
But since now I've delayed you drinking this, so it got even warmer. Go ahead and chug it. Stay in school.
Stay in school. Pay attention in class.
Hopefully you don't have to be, you aren't watching this video if you're in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Because this is not 5th grade material.
Please drink responsibly.
Exactly. Guys, history is a very important thing. I'm not gonna. I did well on this test when I originally took it. Tyler did okay. I'm not gonna blame you for not knowing some of them. I didn't get them all right. I shouldn't have told you what I got wrong. The question I got wrong on the test, I got 14 out of 15, was the national park. I thought it was Yellowstone.
Yeah, I thought it was Yellowstone too.
But it was the Great Smokies.
Good old Smokies. Well, at least I got a D.
Yeah.
So guys, beer review coming up next. And kind of a cool one.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Way different than we've had. So we'll see you in the beer review. Everybody, stay safe.
Be safe.
See you soon.